Hello and welcome. The medieval period, a time of castles, kings, and conquest. And at the heart of it all, the knight. In this video, we'll journey back in time to uncover 5 fascinating facts about medieval knights in only 6 minutes. So buckle up, because we're about to ride headfirst into the thrilling world of the medieval knight. Imagine Europe in the 8th and 9th centuries. The mighty Roman Empire has fallen, leaving a power vacuum. Vikings are raiding from the north, Magyars from the east, and Saracens from the south. Amidst this turmoil, a new kind of warrior emerged, the knight. Feudal lords needed warriors with the skills and strength to repel these relentless invaders. These mounted warriors, heavily armed and armored, were the first line of defense, the shield against the storm. Becoming a knight was no walk in the park. It was a grueling, lifelong commitment that began in boyhood. At 7, you became a page, learning to ride, wield a wooden sword, and serve at table. At 14, you graduated to squire, an apprentice to a seasoned knight. The real training began: swordsmanship, horseback riding, and fighting in armor. Years of relentless training culminated in the knighting ceremony. At around 21, if deemed worthy, you knelt before your lord, received the accolade, and rose a knight. Knights were the peak of human performance, elite athletes of their time. More than just warriors, the many roles of a knight. Yes, knights were warriors first and foremost. They fought in territorial skirmishes, bloody feuds, and great crusades. But knights were also powerful figures in medieval society. They held land, acted as judges, and governed territories. Expected to uphold justice, protect the weak, and embody the chivalric code. Of course, reality often fell short of the ideal, with many knights abusing their position. Still, the knight was a symbol of power and authority, revered and feared in equal measure. The chivalric code, ideal versus reality. Chivalry wasn't just about being a good swordsman, it was a moral compass for the knightly class. It dictated how knights should conduct themselves both on and off the battlefield, emphasizing virtues that went beyond mere combat skills. By the High Middle Ages, chivalry had evolved into a complex system of ideals. These ideals were not just about warfare, but also about social conduct, governance, and personal behavior. Knights were expected to be paragons of virtue in all aspects of life. Bravery, loyalty, honor, courtesy, and respect for women were the pillars of a true knight. These values were instilled in knights from a young age, often through rigorous training and mentorship. The church reinforced these values, linking them to Christian faith. Knights were seen as defenders of the faith, and their actions were often justified through religious doctrine. But the reality was more complex. Some knights genuinely strove to live by these ideals, dedicating their lives to the service of others and the protection of the weak. Others used chivalry as a convenient mask, their actions betraying their oaths. They exploited their status for personal gain, engaging in acts of violence and greed that starkly contrasted with the chivalric code. Yet the ideal persisted, romanticized in stories and songs, shaping our image of the knight to this day. These tales of noble knights and their heroic deeds continue to captivate our imagination, reminding us of the timeless struggle between idealism and reality. The twilight of the knight, the unstoppable march of progress. In the annals of history, few symbols are as iconic as the medieval knight, a figure of chivalry and martial prowess. Nothing lasts forever, not even the dominance of the knight. Once the epitome of battlefield supremacy, their reign was destined to end. The winds of change began to blow across the battlefields of Europe. These winds carried with them new tactics, technologies, and a shift in the very nature of warfare. The year 1415, the Battle of Agincourt. A pivotal moment in history where the might of the knight was tested. English longbowmen decimated the French knights, their armor no match for these lethal projectiles. The longbow, a simple yet devastating weapon, changed the course of battles. The rise of gunpowder hastened their demise. Firearms and cannons rendered traditional armor obsolete, marking the end of an era. By the 16th century, the knight had become a relic of a bygone era, their once formidable presence reduced to ceremonial roles and nostalgic memories. Knighthood became a ceremonial honor, a nostalgic nod to a time when the clash of steel and the thunder of hooves decided the fate of nations. The legacy of the knight lives on, not in battle, but in the pages of history and the hearts of those who remember. the enduring legacy of the medieval knight. Their stories have fascinated us for centuries, and their influence can still be felt today. And so ends our journey through the Age of Knights. We have traversed through their battles, their codes of chivalry, and their undying loyalty to their lords and ladies. From their emergence in the chaos of a collapsing empire to their decline with the advent of gunpowder, knights cast a long shadow over the medieval world. Their bravery and skills in combat were legendary, and their tales have been passed down through generations. They were more than warriors. They were symbols of power, faith, and a complex society. Their roles extended beyond the battlefield, influencing politics, religion, and culture in profound ways. Thank you for joining me on this adventure through history. Your curiosity and passion for the past help keep these stories alive. If you enjoyed this glimpse into the world of knights, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more exciting explorations of the past. We have many more tales to uncover and mysteries to solve. Until next time, farewell, and may the spirit of the knights inspire you.